What's up, everyone? My name's Morgan with Allison Insurance. Welcome back to the channel. If you're a truck driver, operator, or fleet owner, today we're breaking down general liability insurance for truckers. What it actually covers, what it doesn't cover, and real-life claims examples so you can understand why this policy matters. A lot of truckers think, I already have auto liability, so I'm good. But that's one of the biggest misunderstandings in trucking insurance, because general liability covers risks your auto policy does not. Let's get into it. So you may ask yourself, what is general liability for truckers? General liability, often called GL, covers bodily injury, property damage, and personal injury that happens outside of operating your truck on the road. So think of it like this. Auto liability equals accidents while driving. General liability equals accidents while doing business. So if you're at a shipper or a receiver, on a dock, in a warehouse, interacting with customers, operating as a business entity, general liability steps in when something goes wrong that isn't a driving accident. Most brokers, shippers, and contracts require general liability, and they're usually a $1 million per occurrence, $2 million aggregate. What does general liability not cover? It's not going to cover you for vehicle accidents, damage to your own truck, cargo damage, that would be your cargo insurance, employee injuries, that's work comp. So GL is strictly about third-party claims that are tied to your business operations. Now, let's break down the main coverages that make up a general liability policy. The first coverage under general liability is going to be bodily injury. This injuries to non-employees that caused by your business activities. So an example would be you're at a delivery site while opening your trailer doors, a dock worker slips on loose debris near your truck and breaks their wrist. Then for medical bills and lost wages, your general liability is going to cover the medical costs, legal defense, settlements, or judgments. The second coverage discussed with GL coverage was property damage. This covered damage you caused to someone else's property, not involving your truck in motion. So an example of this would be you're backing into a dock and clip a warehouse wall or a loading dock door while stationary. Your auto policy may deny it because the truck wasn't in operation. So your general liability can cover repair costs, legal claims. Another would be you drag a trailer dolly and crack concrete at a shipper's facility. Your property damage coverage under the GL policy is going to pick up for this. The third coverage with general liability is going to be personal and advertising injury, which can surprise a lot of truckers. Some of the things it's going to cover is libel, slander, false advertising, copy infringement. So an example of this coverage coming into play would be if you left a bad review online accusing a shipper of illegal activity. They sue you for defamation. Your general liability can cover legal defense and damages. The fourth coverage to general liability is medical payments. So this is for no-fault coverage for minor injuries. So an example would be a customer trips over a piece of your equipment while inspecting a load and needs stitches. Your medical payments is going to cover visits, medical bills without needing a lawsuit. So this is used to often avoid bigger claims. So with general liability, you also have legal defense costs. One of the most valuable parts of a general liability policy, even if a claim is false or exaggerated, your policy is going to cover the attorney fees, court settlement or court costs and settlements. Legal defense alone can cost tens of thousands of dollars, even if you win. Let's walk through a few realistic trucking claims where general liability applies. Claim 1 would be like a dock injury. The driver disconnects from a trailer at a warehouse, the landing gear wasn't fully stable, and the trailer tips slightly. A warehouse employee injures their knee trying to steady it. This is going to be covered by your general liability, not your auto liability. Another claim would be slip and fall at delivery. So let's say it's raining. A driver tracks water into a small business while making a delivery. The business owner slips and fractures an ankle. This is going to be covered under the bodily injury liability. Another claim for personal advertising injury would be a trucking company posts a photo of a shipper's damaged dock online and blames them publicly. the shipper sues for reputational harm, this would be covered under the personal and advertising injury. Now, you may be wondering, how much coverage should I carry in the general liability? Most trucking companies carry a $1 million per occurrence and a $2 million aggregate. Some brokers can higher limits. They also ask for an additional insured endorsement. So just always check in your contracts. If this breakdown helped you, remember to hit like, subscribe for more insurance content, and drop your questions below in the comments. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.